The moment you stop chasing is the moment you become the most interesting thing in her life. Most men think walking away is a sign of defeat. They think silence is a weakness. But in reality, it is the only way to reset the power dynamic and force her to confront your actual value. When you are constantly present, you are just a commodity. You are the background noise in her life, easily ignored and taken for granted. But when you walk away, you stop being a background character and you suddenly become a mystery. Let's talk about the cold, hard mechanics of this. This isn't about manipulation. It's about human nature. It's about the scarcity principle and loss aversion. We are hardwired to assign more value to things that are becoming unavailable. You've been there, right? You're pouring your energy into someone who barely notices, and the more you give, the less they seem to care. That's because you've made yourself a surplus. You've taken away the mystery. When you walk away, you trigger a chain reaction in her mind. It starts with the initial confusion. This is the "did he just" moment. She is used to your pattern of pursuit. You text her, she waits. You call her, she picks up when she feels like it. Your silence breaks that pattern, and it causes a mental glitch. It's cognitive dissonance. She's staring at her phone, seeing your silence, and she's genuinely baffled. You aren't playing by the rules she set. And your first mistake? Sending that follow-up text. Don't ask if she's busy. Don't ask what's wrong. Total silence is the only way to let the vacuum of your absence grow. Let her feel the weight of that empty space. Then comes the ego defense. This is the phase where she tells herself you're just playing games. She'll talk to her friends and say you're just trying to look cool or act mysterious. But deep down, she's checking your socials every hour. She's looking for a slip-up. She's looking for you to post something that proves you're still thinking about her. Most guys fall into the trap here. They start posting passive-aggressive photos or quotes to get her attention. They try to show her they're having fun without her. Don't do that. That's just a signal that you're still watching her. Live your best life offline. Carry on as if she doesn't exist. The less you show, the more she wonders. Now, the curiosity spike. This is the Zeigarnik effect in action. Humans are obsessed with uncompleted tasks. You are now an unfinished story. She's out with her friends, a drink in her hand, and your name comes up in conversation. Suddenly, she finds herself asking what you're doing. She's not asking because she's in love with you yet. She's asking because she's bored, and she can't figure out why you stopped being the source of her entertainment. Most men try to make her jealous here. They start posting photos with other women. That's weak. It's transparent. Be genuinely busy with your own growth. Build your life, hit the gym, work on your projects. When you actually stop caring, that's when you become magnetic. After the curiosity comes the reevaluation of your value. If you were always there, you were low value. You were the safety net. Now that you're gone, you are in high demand. She sees you in a totally new light. Those old texts you sent? They don't look annoying anymore. They look charming. She's rewriting history in her head because her brain can't reconcile your absence with the version of you she thought she could control. If she reaches out now, don't bring up the past. Don't lecture her on why she ignored you. Remain detached. Remain neutral. Keep your cool. Then, the physical reality kicks in. This is the dopamine withdrawal. She's become addicted to the validation you provided. Without it, she feels a literal physical craving. She's lying in bed at night, the silence is loud, and she misses the notification chime that used to be you. It's an itch she can't scratch. The biggest mistake you can make at this stage is giving in. Don't send the "thinking of you" text. Don't try to be nice because you feel bad. Stay the course. Let her feel the weight of the silence. That silence is the most powerful tool you have. Soon, she's going to test you. This is the compliance test. She'll send a low-effort breadcrumb text. Just a "hey" or a like on an old photo. She's checking to see if you're still on the hook. She wants to see if you're still waiting for her. Most guys fail this test immediately. They respond with a paragraph about how they missed her or a quick response to show they're still interested. Don't be that guy. If you respond, make it short. 2 words, delayed response. Or better yet, don't respond at all. When you don't respond to a breadcrumb, you tell her that her low-effort games don't work on you anymore. This leads to the shift in power. The focus of control has moved from her to you. She finally realizes she can't just click a button and bring you back into her life. The realization that she might have actually lost you sets in. That's a scary feeling for someone who thought you were a permanent fixture. Most men try to fix the relationship dynamics now. They start over-explaining. Stop. Maintain your high standards. Don't lower your guard just because she's showing interest again. Then there's the golden image distortion. Because you are unavailable, her brain starts filling in the gaps with her own fantasies. She remembers you as funnier, more successful, more handsome than you were. She creates an idealized version of you. She is falling in love with the mystery you've created. Don't feed into that fantasy too quickly. Don't rush to meet her and prove you're the guy she's dreaming of. Keep the mystery intact. Let her work for the real version of you. Finally, the pursuit. The turning point. She feels the need to regain her status by being the one to secure your attention. She initiates a real conversation. She asks you out. And here is where most men blow it. They become too available. They jump at the chance to see her. Don't be that guy. Vet her. Is she worth your time now, or is she just bored? If you haven't changed, you're just going to end up back where you started. The person who cares the least holds all the power. That is the golden rule. It's not about being mean. It's about having enough self-respect to walk away when you aren't being valued. If you are willing to walk away permanently, you are the most dangerous man in the room. You are the only one who cannot be controlled. You aren't playing a game. You're living a life that she wants to be part of. Think about that for a second. That feeling when you see her name pop up on your phone and you actually don't feel anything anymore? That's not apathy. That's freedom. That's the moment you've won. You've broken the cycle. You've moved past the need for her validation. And that is exactly when she will want you the most. You've been there, haven't you? Waiting for the 3 dots to appear on the screen, only for them to disappear. That's her testing your patience. That's her checking to see if you're still holding the door open. Most men lose the game right there. They respond too quickly. They give away their power because they're afraid of the silence. But the silence isn't a void. It's a mirror. When you walk away, she has to look at herself. She has to look at her choices. Think about the last time you walked away. Did she reach out? I bet she did. It's inevitable. People want what they cannot have. It's the most primal rule of human psychology, and yet so many men ignore it. They think if they just try harder, if they're just nice enough, she'll change her mind. But attraction isn't earned through kindness. It's earned through value and boundaries. Walking away is only the first step. The real danger isn't her reaching out. The real danger is what you do when she finally does. Do you let her back in because you're lonely? Do you go back to being the guy who chases? That's your choice. But understand that the moment you let her back in without her earning it, you reset the cycle. You go back to being the commodity. You go back to being the background noise. The next time you find yourself in this situation, remember, the silence is your weapon. Don't apologize for it. Don't explain it. Use it. Let her wonder. Let her chase. Let her realize that you are a man who has his own life, his own standards, and his own mission. That is what makes you a man of value. That is what makes you someone she doesn't want to lose. So, when she finally sends that text, when she finally shows up, what are you going to do? Are you going to be the man who is waiting for her? Or are you going to be the man who has moved on to bigger things? That decision defines your entire future. Don't let your past dictate your worth. Keep walking, keep building, and stay the course. Because the only way to win the game is to be the guy who is perfectly fine whether she is there or not. And that, my friend, is the ultimate power move. You have to realize that your time is the most valuable currency you own. Every minute you spend obsessing over why she didn't text back is a minute you could have spent building your future. When you shift your focus inward, you stop being a spectator in your own life and start being the lead actor. It's not about ignoring her to be mean. It's about having a life that is so engaging and so full of purpose that you simply don't have the time to sit around waiting for someone else to decide if you are worth their time. When you finally reach that point of total detachment, you will notice something incredible happens. The people who were once indifferent to you suddenly start showing up. It's not magic, it's a shift in your energy. When you stop looking for external validation, you start radiating a different kind of confidence. It's the confidence of a man who knows his own value. And that, more than anything else, is what attracts high-quality people into your life. Stop looking for the secret trick or the hidden hack to get her back. The secret is that you shouldn't want her back unless she is willing to match your level of investment. If she isn't, then you've saved yourself from a relationship that would have eventually drained you anyway. Walking away is a filter. It filters out the people who are just there to pass the time and leaves room for the people who actually want to be a part of your journey. So, keep your head up. Stay focused on your goals. When you are busy winning in your own life, you don't have to worry about who is or isn't paying attention to you. You become the prize. And the best part is, you don't even have to try. You just have to be the man you were meant to be. That is the only path to real, lasting respect. That is the only way to ensure that your relationships are built on a foundation of mutual admiration rather than one-sided pursuit. Stay the course, keep your standards high, and never apologize for knowing your worth. You are in control of your own narrative, and that is where your true power lies. Keep moving forward and don't look back.